Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County in Ontario themed city. And make sure I hit the like button too. The like button helps the channel a lot. Follow me on Instagram and welcome to episode 100. This is the second series to get to 100 episodes on this channel. The first one was New Lancaster, which was an East Coast Canadian themed city. And that one got to slightly over 100, I believe. Or maybe we ended it on 100, I can't remember. But the second series we did was a Quebec themed city, and we never really got to episode 100. But that may be making a bit of a comeback in the future, so we'll have to watch out for that. But welcome to episode 100. What do we have planned today? Well, we have a lot planned. We are going to do a bit of a city recap from the past 100 episodes, and then we're going to get into some detailing and kind of just, feeling out the episode. We're going to kind of dabble in a bunch of different areas in the city and not really have a set plan. I'm going to be looking at doing some detailing in some smaller areas, maybe some revitalizations of some areas, maybe adding high density to areas that have now grown up a lot and kind of seem out of place a little bit. And we have a ton of residential demand too, so I don't really know what exactly we're going to get up to today, but definitely, as probably the title of the episode says, city review and a city detailing episode. So that is what we're gonna get going today, and let's just hop out of it. I do have tons of name suggestions and small things to do, but I'm not sure when we'll get at that today. But I'll definitely be after our little city recap. So why don't we just kind of get started on that city recap. I'm going to go into this mode, and we're going to kind of just take a quick little tour of the city. I won't spend an incredible amount of time on this, but just so we were all kind of on the same page where it is. So if you didn't already notice from the length of the episode, it is 100 minutes long for episode 100. So since this is Friday, happy Friday. Feel free to watch it tomorrow. Watch half of it today, tomorrow, Sunday, depending on your schedule. But this is going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of continuous talking, so I might take a couple water breaks, just letting you know. But let's take a quick look at what we did last episode, and that is we added the medical center monument into the city. And I gotta say, it looks like it belongs in Surviving Mars and not in City Skylines. But, I like the placement of this building out of some of the other ones. We have a nice parking lot, and I did realize after the video, I'm sure I got a comment about it, that there's a parking lot right beside it anyways. So that's kind of funny. We're just going to make some of these buildings historical so that they don't really grow up beyond the height that I'm looking for. Yeah, so that's what we did last episode, and this is right alongside of, which I believe this is Drake Boulevard. No, this is Electric Avenue, which is a fantastic name. And we have a subway stop right over here, which is right at the university, Bathurst City University or Batherston University, Brockton University or something like that. This is Brockton County, and we're in the city of Batherston. I get confused all the time, but this was a really fun build. This took us way too long to get up to level 5, but we spent a lot of time detailing it. It's a cool university campus, that's for sure. We've got tons of trams running through here, which we can probably revise. But we have a stadium over this way. We have dorms. Lots of places to walk around. Bike paths. We even have a kind of like a student residential area out this way. And we got tons of traffic backed up on this street here. On this horrible diamond interchange that I built on purpose. Oh, you know what? I don't think we ever really got back at looking at these row of houses, which were meant to be kind of like the frat homes and the sorority homes of the university. And they really grew up. And I gotta say, they looked like old estates. That's for sure. Maybe not this one, but this one for sure. We also did some cool blending in of some parks through here, as well as we have this park. I forget the name of this one, but it's got a cool monument, and we've added in just the basic massive park that appears in the university's DLC. and we just kind of use the concrete paths to connect it up with other parks. So we have 3 assets that kind of come together to look like one. It's pretty cool. And we have our museum out over here with this beautiful synagogue asset from the workshop as well. We don't have a ton of workshop assets in this build, but just enough to kind of add to the series. We also did this baseball diamond recently. It's like a minor league baseball team. I'm sure that this would sell out a lot. Baseball's rather popular in Ontario. It's a cool asset. I like using the this baseball diamond particularly as like city parks rather than campus stadiums. It's a cool little park here, and we have a lot of vacant land still to build up on. But this was a cool build that we did a little while ago, building up a little lakeshore community, and it's got some high density residential. I really love how the high density turned out throughout here. It makes it really seem like this prime land. Got some cool condos throughout it, and it's got a monument, or sorry, a unique building over here with some tourism assets. You can take the train right down into here. You can take a regional train into here. And if we dive right along the lakeshore here, we got some really cool bars. Whoa. That you can you can sit at, grab your beer, sip at a lake. I mean, what else could you ask for? We're gonna swing down here, and then we have an interesting little play on what is like a pioneer village. So it's an older community, maybe some of the original settlers of the area, and the city's kind of since turned it into a little park where maybe you can learn about the first settlers of the lake region of Bathurst City. And it's got some cool bars right beside it. 5 a.m. club, you can have your rooftop beer and look at the lake. Look at that person dancing. Oh, it's skateboarding. Okay, skateboarding on the roof. All right. And yeah, I mean, these buildings really kind of cast a shadow over this area, but I bet like all the city's rich people live here, because look at this view, right? Like, how could you not want to live here? But then we'll swing out over here into our municipal service center. So we got a ton of the municipal services out this way, which I think, like, this is a medical helicopter depot. I think since we got that monument now, I don't know if we really need these kinds of things throughout the city. So we might need to look at eliminating some of those types of assets. But I never actually really did get a subway stop out this way, which we could have made look like trains were going through it or not. But perhaps we can get at that today if I remember, because I do have like a lot of ideas planned, but we'll see if we actually get there or not, because I do want to take a bit of a city recap, like some time after this. So this is an interchange we built recently, and I think the thumbnail was like this, so we can look at it now with all the assets in here. So we have a fishing jetty down here, we got a shipyard, post office down here, tons of traffic coming through. I still haven't seen a cargo ship come through here, which is really interesting. Tons of cargoes getting dropped off here, but I haven't witnessed a cargo ship yet, and I'm a little concerned. Maybe it's just that our regional rail systems are so good that no ships are coming through here, but there are cargo ship connections, so I don't know what's going on there. But we still have tons of cruise ships coming through as well. So I guess we'll move along the waterfront. We haven't really built up this area yet, but we for sure will. But this was a really fun build. I know this took us maybe 5 or 6 episodes to kind of get incomplete. But we have tons of transit options down this way. A bunch of trams are coming over here. I think we're gonna get another tram line coming through here as well, eventually. We have the ferries ready to go, but not deployed yet for when we do our island builds, which are going to be over here, which are going to be coming up in the future. And here's our little waterfront area. So we got a bunch of residential. We have some cool little bars out this way as well. Got a tram line running right along the water. You can grab your ice cream, bring your sandwich down, sip of the water, enjoy the cool breeze in the hot summer day. And we have some cool little shops down here. Nice place to hang out. Get some fishing down this way. And yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a shadow, so I think the sun's over on this side. Yeah, I mean, this is a cool little build. We got a hospital down here, which thing I love about this asset is that if you use Move It, you can get it to hang over the edge of the street, and it just looks really cool. Yeah, and then this kind of takes us to this massive park we built. It goes right alongside the expressway, which I don't think we touched on before. So we have a cool little system here, if these trees cooperate, where we built a highway over top of a arterial collector road. So cars only going short distances can use this. And I know there's pillars in the way and stuff, but we're just ignoring that. And then any car kind of going multiple stops can hop on the expressway system. And then we have this huge junction over this way, which was quite an elaborate build, which leads onto Highway 19, which could use some revitalization in the future. But it's a cool little system we have going on. It comes right down into the lake. And then let's just kind of go over this way. We don't really have anything out over here. We have our airport, which we recently built, but is nowhere near finished. We have all the main infrastructure in there for the airports. Cargo planes are coming in and out all the time, which is fantastic. So even if our ship isn't working, our cargo planes are. And I don't know if this is going to stay here because it is rather close to the airport, but I feel like there should be some radio towers closer to the airport, but I guess they'll have to know to avoid this. They're coming in this way. It's not really in any flight path though, so I don't know. I like this little service area as well. When we did this build earlier this week, a lot of these were offices. I changed them to industrial buildings, except for this one. But you know, we might not need any of these helicopter depots now that we have that medical center, so I don't really know. I guess we need the police one and the fire one still, but yeah, I like this, have this turned out, but we're nowhere near done at this build. Maybe we'll touch on some things today. Oh wow, look at this. Got some pocket car mitosis happening. I don't get why this happens. I'm curious that since I've changed these roads along here, people are trying to leave over here now. But I don't know, a lot of people are using the metros, the monorails, which are great. Could probably even throw another one on, but yeah, this happens every now and then. I've watched this for quite some time, and sometimes it clears out completely, and then all of a sudden it will fill back up again. But we could definitely use some improvements to the highway systems through this way, and that's okay. Oh, and as you see, all these people kind of run out this way. We have express buses that go pretty much to every region in the city, and it looks like they're getting well used, so we're gonna have to come back and up the amount of buses that are coming through here. But I also set up a train that is an express train, but no one seems to be using it. So I don't know why. It goes right to Union Station. I thought it was a great idea. But we might need to just cut that train off and only accept like intercity trains on this station here. So say you're coming from another city, you can hop on the train and then you're at the airport, and then we'll just kind of treat that as we'll kind of eliminate the regional train or the local train, sorry, and we'll just run the subway, which I think is what we'll have to do. But let's hop back into our city review. So we have our farm out this way with a really cool cargo station build out this way. We got kind of industrial farm vibes. We also have some smaller farm vibes. We have houses out over here mixed in with the barn assets and the cattle. We have kind of our factory district as well, where we have our flour making facilities, flour mills. We We have the lemonade factory and the food factory. I really like doing unique factories. I think we might try to dabble into a couple. I think this is the household plastics one. This one is the sneaker factory or something like that. Oh, or the clothing factory. Then we'll get up into this little build, which is our water treatment plant, which is ever expanding, and a small little supporting suburb, which we definitely need to get more residential out over this way. It'll really help support these industries as the city kind of grows up. We have our oil industry out over here, which is just a small little area, but it's got its own cargo depot. Yeah, it works great. We're gonna swing out over here to an old little town of Riverside, and a lot of the land has since been bought up by a mining company. They've been digging sand out here for the winters. It's got a tram line out over here. It's got a power plantation, which has since transitioned to solar from what it was. This is like a 1950s style town, I think is what we were kind of going for. So large avenues, lots of space between the buildings, very car friendly, smaller houses. And then it's got the steel plant over here as well. Lots of industry. And if we zoom out, we have a big cargo rail hub here, which I think we're going to connect up into here today. At least I'll try. Which I think we might get a unique factory out over here, and then we'll work on some other cool things to kind of fill in the space. And we got some mines out this way, which I think we did this last episode. Yeah, and then we come across this covered bridge, and we're kind of into another little small suburb, which is right beside the zoo. And you can ride a hot air balloon across the zoo. We even have a cable car system that runs through the zoo itself. I really like this zoo build. I've never really done like a forested zoo before. It's a lot of fun. The great thing about zoos are you can mix a lot of the park assets with zoo assets, and it doesn't seem out of place. So I highly recommend doing that. And I keep forgetting to show this off. I am very sorry, but a long time ago I detailed this, which is our tram loop. I don't know if I showed it off or not, but we have some buses coming through here. It looks like I need to ban cars. I think we'll just do that right now so I don't forget, because I will forget. Make sure we do the right one. And we'll just say no cars or trucks. And then now the buses can do as they wish. And we kind of created this bit of a bus hub over here. Here's a shelter over here in case it's raining. And we have this little tram loop here. So we got some restrooms. And then the trams loop down over there. At this roundabout, and then we're at another little suburb out over here, South Bank. It's a cute little town. But, you know, it needs to really connect with the other areas. Oh, wait, I just got an achievement, higher education. I don't exactly know what that is, but it seems like it's part of the university. And then now we're at the sports complex we built a long time ago in Thornton Park. Ever-changing Thornton Park. Thornton Square has changed use like 4 times in this series. And here's a little hockey rink and a baseball diamond area. We've got a high school with a bunch of soccer fields. This was like the first kind of suburb we built. And now it has a massive transit stop. So we really need to start buffing up this area, because this is the kind of the end of the metro line. And we have this blank park over here. But this is Pakenhampton, which is one of the first suburbs we built. This is a prime candidate for some high density revitalization. And then, you know, we kind of run along the river here. We got some industrial bridges that connect to the more industrial areas. Then we have this, which we built back in June. Yeah, the series has been going on since June, which is kind of like our Pride intersection. It's really nice. It's got the church in the foreground. And then we come over here to our Indigenous History Library, commemorated with the orange street. which you can just do with Surface Painter. It's pretty cool. No, not Surface Painter. Whatever the intersection line marking tool asset is. But let's swing over here. We got some of our other older communities, which again, prime candidates for high density development. We have a bit of a nature reserve through here with a cool little pedestrian bridge that runs right across the bay. It'd be nice to kind of, it's like a nice little nature retreat in the middle of the city, especially by all this this industry. All these buildings are the same. It's so silly. And we have this old factory from the original area, and it's maybe a regional historic site, so the city can't destroy it or something like that. Maybe they want to, but there's a huge political debate about it. And then we're out over here, which I think we need to look at changing some of these assets, because these are European assets, and I need to just make sure that we fix some of that stuff. So maybe that's kind of some of the stuff that we will do in today's episode. But now we're at the downtown, so we're at a bunch of residential areas throughout the downtown. Some mixed use, medium density. This is a medium density build we did last week. Yeah, that makes sense. We have a cool little transit hub here with a train loop. So the trams loop around here. This one goes right through, so it's a cool little intersection. We have another little hub over here with tons of still space to go. We got some more residential areas and another factory right over here. We'll swing to the university. We have our transit hub, our transport tower, our academic library, some really tall residential buildings surrounded by some really not sorry, so this is what I was talking about last week in the medium density kind of build, because you can get, with level 5 residential towers, you can get like these massive skyscrapers beside a tiny home. Oh, this is a tiny home. That's a really expensive house. But you kind of see what I mean, right? So you kind of need that tapering off, which is something that we've successfully done, I believe, that tapers off into this area. We have our obligatory observation tower, and it's by a bit of a touristy area. It's got some really nice towers. It's got an aquarium. Over here we have a little mall, which looks more like a really cool office building, in my opinion. We have our modern city center surrounded by some older buildings. Like over here we have the Depression office, I think is what it's called. But we're kind of going for the vibes that it was maybe in one of the original buildings. Like the Port Authority. We're out over here into a leisure district where we have our city's hockey rink. I got some unique factories down here, some cool buildings, and a little bit of a market square for the winter. Yeah, it's a really cool little build. This has some pretty major New Lancaster vibes if you're a longtime viewer. Sorry, lots of talking, not enough water, and here's the Union Station. All right, it's my first little water break, and then we're gonna slide right through this little street here, and we're at Kings Park, which is kind of a play off of Queen's Park in Toronto, which is where the provincial government sits. So it's a cool little retreat in the middle of the city, and if you kind of pan out a little bit, you see the result of the layering of the city, which we're pretty much at the extent of the city is what I'm kind of looking for. Now we're gonna really just taper off over here into low density out over here. We might dabble with some high density out this way, maybe just a bit of high density, but mainly low density out over here. And let's go check out our first suburb, which we built out over here. This is the suburb of Strathcona. It's basically just a supporting town for the forestry industry, and we're nowhere near done this town, because this town is going to have its main square right through here. It's got a train, and a ton of buses apparently, which are waiting to do something. Looks like they're stuck. Nope, they're just bunched up for some reason. But we're gonna build some really low density cottage country out over here. This is some future plans. Might build a bit more of a town over this way. We got the park to detail, and yeah. So let's just go into this view. It's a bit easier for me. Strathcona is going to have some more residential areas out over here. I'm thinking of getting another little town out this way by these lakes. That would be cool. And then I want to get a nature reserve out over here. We might get some more suburbs through here. I kind of want to get a bit of a fringe city out over this way. Either right in here, maybe, or up here. Lots of planes flying around. That's nice. But I think the fringe city is kind of something that we're going to be looking at doing in the future pretty soon. I suspect actually down in here is probably our best bet for the fringe city. Maybe a smaller supporting town over here. A fringe city is kind of like a geography term for a city that pops up as the result of another city. So if you're looking in the GTA, kind of like Markham is a fringe city. Mississauga in a way. If you're looking at maybe New York City, I guess places like, what is it, Newark? It was a pretty small town, and that has since really grown up. You know, that kind of vibe. Let me know in the comments down below of a fringe city near you. There you go. Some geography talk. All right, so that's kind of the future plans. I have a little notebook here of some other cool city plans that I have for the future, so I think I'll just spoil some things for you all to kind of get you excited for the next maybe 50 episodes, and then I think we'll call it on this series. But I want to build a pioneer village. Don't know where that's going to go. Cottage country, which is what we've talked about. The fringe city, yeah, we're going to have tons of small towns. And I want to build a cool golf resort as well. So that's what we've got planned in the future. But we still have some city left to build before we start getting into the fringe city, maybe some of the smaller towns. I might take a break from some of the cities stuff and do like that golf course for 2 episodes, or build a little suburb. But yeah, so let's get into some cool name suggestions, some other suggestions as well. So that's what we're gonna do next. So thanks for sticking with me through this. So we're down over here in the port, and JWMZ said that this looked a lot like the turn in Monaco's F1 course or track. Now F1 is not something that I've ever really been into until recently. So we're going to change Harris Avenue into Monaco. Monaco, yeah, I think that's how you spell it. Avenue. If I didn't spell it right, don't worry, I'll spell it right eventually. And we'll bring this right down to here. And Monaco will come right up into here. So then Monaco then turns into Steve McQueen Boulevard. So that's the first one. Then we're going to find Todd Street, which I believe is the street that intersects with the 401. Oh, here it is. So Todd Street is going to be named Elijah Harper. Avenue. Now, I didn't spell it right. Elijah Harper is an indigenous chief who blocked the Lake Misc Accord for a little while. Very important Canadian historical figure. And thank you, David, for that suggestion. I guess this is like Elijah Harper Park, and then I guess it would probably continue up through here as well. So I think we'll have Elijah Harper Avenue, and then we'll have Elijah Harper Avenue up here too. Whoops. There's some crime happening in the bathroom right beneath us. There we go. Alrighty. So that is the next one. And then David also left a great suggestion for a name for the baseball park over here, for at least this street right through here. So Scott Street. But I liked his suggestion, but I think I'm going to go with a bit of a tweak off of David's suggestion, and we're going to just simply call it, holy cow, Babe Rush. Woo, that's not how you spell it. Babe Ruth Avenue. Let's actually call it Boulevard. Why Babe Ruth? Babe Ruth was a New York Yankee. Well, fun story, fun fact. Babe Ruth is a really famous baseball player from way back in the day. If you didn't know that, he's at one point the home runs leader in baseball. But Babe Ruth hit his first ever professional home run in Toronto. He actually hit it at a baseball diamond that was on Lake Ontario. So it's like, say, right over here. And he hit it into the lake, apparently, and no one ever found the baseball. So, a little fun fact. Okay, so Babe Ruth Street, or Boulevard. Let's make sure that it goes all the way up to where we want it. Yep, there we go. That was a fantastic suggestion. Let's see what else, what other names were there. So there was also a dog park that I put in a recent episode. If I can find it. It was right over here. And I had to kind of push it off to the side a little bit, and it wasn't exactly where I wanted it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move it back to where I want it, just right over here. And then we're going to pause the game, we're going to delete this, and we're going to get a simple 1U road right through here. And then we're going to turn off zoning on it. There we go. So I know we just lost a building, unfortunately. Or did we? I don't know. But now people can still connect through here, and we still have the dog park where we want it, and that means we can also readjust this to a more centered position as well. All right, so it's the next one, and then we're going to swing out. So, you know, I hope you're enjoying this episode. It's a bit more casual. I know we have tons of demand for workers out this way, and we'll get to that. We'll kind of let it play itself out, and maybe we'll instead focus on getting some residential out over here in today's episode then, rather than some other things. Because, you know, a lot of what I was looking for was just city detailing, but, you know, we can always put that on hold a little bit. Okay, so we have Walnut Hills over here, and we have Poplar Heights and Moore District. These are 3 districts we added in a long time ago, and JWMZ in the comments had a fantastic name suggestion. So if you ever have any name suggestions, please leave them down in the comment section down below. We're just going to keep these as the Nuts District. So this is going to be Hazelnut District. All right. And then we got the Moore District over here. There we go. So the Moore District is going to be the Peanut District. Fantastic. So we got Walnut, Hazelnut, and Peanut. And then right along here in the courthouse, I think this was David as well. Oh, and the dog park one was Mark. Thank you. Empire Street. That is actually hilarious. Okay, we're going to leave Empire Street. We're going to take Chestnut Street, which runs pretty much a majority of the street, or the neighborhood here. It runs all the way through here and down into here, and it connects right down into here. We're going to change the name of this street to Mohawk Street, after the indigenous people who used to live, and still do, but whose indigenous land that the city would probably be on today. So let's actually spell it right, Mohawk Street. And you know, Southern Ontario, well, sorry, you might not know, you may know, but Southern Ontario was kind of a region which had lots of indigenous influence, and changed kind of territorially throughout pre-colonial era. So we're going to name this street Credit Street. So Credit, named after the Mississaugas of the Credit. And then we'll continue along through here. And we're just choosing them pretty much at random. Mac Street is going to be Kettle. Kettle Street after, I think, sorry, it's Carry the Kettle First Nation, which is just north of Toronto. And then we're gonna go right through here. So Thomas Richardson Street. I don't think this was a viewer suggestion, but it seems really, I don't think so. Okay. Anyways, this is going to be Athabasca. Oh, I guess we need to name it street. And then we have Elijah Harper through here. So I think Daffodil Street here is going to be. Actually, no. Let's name Dixon Avenue. Is Dixon Avenue named anything? No. Okay. Let's name Dixon Avenue. Algonquin Street. So a lot of these names are indigenous names and place names in Ontario. And obviously there's tons of potential names, right? But I'm just picking out a couple. We're gonna have Brant Street after Joseph Brant. Really important historical figure in Canada. And yeah, I think we'll just kind of leave it here because I don't want to spend too much time just naming streets. But if you have any name suggestions for any major streets that come along in the series, let me know in the comment section down below. All right, so now that we've kind of done a lot of talking and not a lot of building, I hope you're still sticking around. And if I remember, I'll put a timestamp in for like the talking and then to the building parts of the series, because we have an hour left, and because of that, I'm going to take a bit of a water break really quickly. So we're 37 minutes into the 100-minute episode, and you know what? I think we're going to slow the game down a little bit. We're going to go into 1 speed, and before we get into some city detailing, I'm going to try to sort out this little debacle we have going on here. We have 17 facilities asking for workers. We have some garbage issues over here. Yeah, this is not good. So I think we'll sort out this garbage issue first. So what I'll do is, should it be by the buses? I know. Do we not have anything out over here? I thought we did. Yeah, we do. But I guess it's a bit too far for over this way. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of touristy things. So I guess we'll feed this through over here then. So we'll just get an industrial road. We'll swing it out like that. And I guess we'll just get put some things randomly down. And let's get a bit of a garbage processing area. So we'll have this over here, we'll have 2, and then we'll have, what's the pollution rate on this one? It's not that bad, eh? Okay, and then we'll have a bit of an incinerator over here and a recycling plant, and this whole little garbage processing area will really help boost the garbage out in this area. I know we have some over here, but I guess it just wasn't enough for what's going on in the airport. And both of these airports are being used too, which is fantastic. Oh, it's these places. So these aren't actually connected to the roads at all. Okay, we might just need to turn them off. So we'll have to live with the symbols. And I know there's a mod that I can get that I can turn off those symbols. I'll look into getting it. Okay, so it's still kind of going. So I think what I'll do is I'll just move it here. And we're just going to click anything and then click that item. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click all of them. So I'm going to hold shift down. And then I'm going to go into here, toolbox. And then we're going to click here, reset objects. There we go. So that'll clear everything, and then we're going to pause the game again, and I guess I'll have to turn them off all over again. So this is more for the look of it, right? They look like airplane hangars, but you don't really have the ability to connect these ones because we're kind of saying that these trucks would probably pull the planes out and just bring them right into the taxiway, right? So there's that. We got more car mitosis happening over here, which I think we'll need to try to fix a little bit in the future. But that's for when we start detailing the airport. We got the airport infrastructure down, and that's what matters right away. Okay, so were those the only people complaining about a lack of workers out over there? Seems like too much for 12. We have 12 little symbols here. Yeah, I guess there's not that many. Okay, we also need to bump up metal production apparently too. Alright, well, is that really it? I believe there was also some symbols here earlier, but I guess not. Okay, well, since we're looking out over here, we need to look at getting better connections into this area. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look at building maybe some extra residential areas out over here. And then we'll detail some parks. And then we'll kind of look at getting some more residential out over here. And then we'll do some other city detailing as well as the episode prolongs, because we still have an hour. So lots going on. All right, so let's figure out how we're going to connect up into here, because this is a roundabout we built a long time ago. And we haven't really done too much with. So let's just grab our basic concrete road, and we're going to connect up into here. Oh, you know what? You should probably make sure that you don't have proper tree anarchy on, which I didn't even realize it did. There you go. And whenever you do this to an older roundabout, just redo all the normal things you would do for any roundabout, and make sure that you don't have lane restrictions in place either, because that would help, wouldn't it? Let's check out how this bad boy works, because I think we should probably look at doing something like that through here. Yeah, I guess that kind of works, right? Then they can choose any lane to get into. Hopefully that is how it should work. But let's get this to connect up, and then we're going to get some more ore processing out this way and some residential. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this to kind of come up right into about here. Let's just connect down like so, and let's just try to wing it. That looks like it's pretty much in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to take our 2U roads. Oh, there we go. We're going to go into this one. We're going to connect up like that. So this way, cars can come into here. They can flow through here smoother. But if they want to turn around, they can. And then any incoming traffic through here has to take quite a long little route to get to the cargo station. But there's a lot we can do to kind of spruce this up a little bit. So let's do that. Let's square the node, for example, and then we're just going to come through here with our lane arrows, and just make sure everything is a-okay. It seems like it is. Yeah, everyone's going where they need to, so that's good. We'll just encourage them by doing this, though. Hopefully, when they get out of here, they can hop up. Yeah, they can. Okay, that's good. Alrighty. So, I think what we'll do now that we have that kind of connected where we want it, I'll back that up. And it's not exactly centered, so I think I might try to recenter this a little bit. Oh, going a bit slow here. Okay, well, let's just bail on that idea then, because I don't want to break my game, but I would really love it. Looks like Move It's a bit frozen. Unless I just accidentally just moved all these too. Yep, looks like I did. So I'll just try and wait for the game to catch up, because I was moving things. This is why I always encourage people to just click anywhere before you use Move It. And apparently I didn't, and now I've kind of frozen Move It. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear that. That was a train nearby me. Okay, well, I think we'll just have to wait a little bit for that to catch up. Or maybe it just needed to press play. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I might have moved things over ever so slightly, but that's okay. And now the game is frozen. Well, it looks like we can still build, so that is good. No. This is great. This is great content for an hour and a half episode build, pretty much. Okay, well, I think we'll just have to kind of forget about Move It for a little while and just continue building. All right, so let's go back into this 4U road, and I wanted to get a smooth connection through here. Okay, come on. All right, well, looks like I'm gonna have to do a bit of a reset here. So, oh, there we go. As soon as I called the game out. There we go, look at that. Finally, it caught up. There we go. So I guess that's what I get for forgetting my own little rule. All right, so we're gonna take this down on a 90-degree angle until we get to about an equal distance to there. We got a nice smooth curve through here into that section. And since this area is going to be mainly a residential area, I believe, I was thinking about getting a unique factory out this way, but we really need to get some residential in this area. So why don't we just check out these unique buildings, because this one I want near the airport. I'm torn with this one, actually. This is a really cool opportunity to get this one in over here. But we're not really importing anything. I was also planning on putting this out in the fringe city kind of area, having its own little facility per se. But we might get into that. Maybe the car factory. So this might be a cool little area for the car factory, because we're producing metal and glass. We're only bringing in plastic, and we're importing meat. Meat for the cars. It's actually not a bad idea to get the car factory over here. Maybe what we'll do instead is soft paper. I don't think we'll need out this way. The modular house factory could also be a little cool build. Okay, maybe we'll get some unique factories out over here then instead. Okay, so we won't get residential through here, but we made this connection. That's pretty good. I think we'll look at getting some residential out in this area then. So a little tricky with the fact that these are highways, but I think we can kind of work this through a little bit. We'll just connect up with asymmetrical roads over here, and then over here as well. So this way people can easily hop onto these roads. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of take... oh, you know what? Why didn't I just make this one of these roads? Yeah, I mean, it's just easier. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of fish this over and around. We'll kind of connect up like that. And that'll be like the main road for this area. So I guess here's our first little opportunity. So if you feel like naming this road Katy Street, feel free to do so. Okay, so let's just get some lane arrows through here. Alrighty, looks like we might need to do this one manually because this one might have manual. Yep, looks like it does. So why don't we just delete them? There we go. And then I think it can figure itself out, or figure all this stuff out by itself. Alrighty, let's pull this back. If that makes sense. What? Why are there trees on the road? Okay, I think this would be a bit dangerous to have this as a sound barrier. So we're gonna upgrade this to a non-sound barrier. Sorry to all these houses, but now people can actually see, and that's probably good. So this is a traffic light, which is probably not a bad idea. It's not like there's a ton of traffic flowing through here. Yeah, okay. And now let's just quickly take a peek at our unemployment rate, because this is going to really show us. We have 4% unemployment, and look at our demand here. Oh, here. That's just incredible. Okay, so let's get some water through here. There we go. We'll connect up through here. And then we'll take it right across the highway, go right beside the highway. And I'll connect it back in here. Okay. And I guess we need to get the rest of the road systems through here, don't we? So this is going to be a schools out area, I believe. So this is Prospect Park. I think we'll just get a new district then. And we'll just fill this right up into here. Alrighty. And I think we'll might as well just bring this right up through here anyways. We might get a road over here, that's why I'm kind of thinking about it, but I don't think we'll get anything on the other side of this track if we do. Alrighty, so we built Valley Park. Don't love that name, so if you have any name suggestions, maybe you can be tied to the street name suggestion that you left before too. So Valley Park is going to have a couple policies, especially schools out, and we'll have a tax relief for low density residential. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alrighty, so this is just basically going to be a suburb, so we're going to get some streets off of it. We're going to get a couple supporting streets. Let's just do this, and we'll grab freeform, and right about here, kind of bend slightly to the railroad. We'll go right along the river. We'll leave a couple. We'll leave some room for some lots, and we'll curve around and connect up. And basically, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but we're going to go towards the highway. And connect up. Alrighty, so we got the main road, and then now let's get a couple connections up here. And basically I'm just kind of doing this randomly. I don't really have a game plan in order, to be honest. Got a little cul-de-sac there, and let's get a couple more cul-de-sacs through here. Alright, and then this one's going to connect right through. And same with this one. And then we'll come right across there like that. And we'll get another connection up like so. Okay, fantastic. And I guess we'll just get another connection down like that. Okay. Then we'll get another little cul-de-sac through here. And here, and then we'll do one more. Fantastic. Okay, so we got all that in place. I'm just going to take the forest brush tool. We're going to turn up the size. I'm going to hold the right mouse button down, and we're just going to remove all these trees in the middle here, particularly. Okay, and this is only because We might as well. Alright, so we have the main street here through Katy Street. Let's just make sure that this is supported with speed boost. So we're going to boost it to 70, so we encourage people to actually take it instead of trying to cut through the side streets. This is way too fast for a residential street like this, but I want people to take this road. Okay, so let's do some zoning through here. Let's just do this. We'll do some zoning adjuster. I'm gonna take zoning off of here so that we get bigger houses on the loop itself. Yeah, I think I'll take it off there and there. We don't need houses on that section, and then we don't need houses on this section. Yeah, I think this will work. Alrighty, so now let's get some supporting infrastructure through here. So I don't know if this is going to really have much commercial and stuff like that, but let's take a quick peek at. We don't really need healthcare, I guess, because we're covered. But let's get a cemetery right about in here, and we'll have a funeral home as well beside it. And then I think what we'll need is a bus route going through. Oh, water actually I think is next. Yeah, I'm a bit tired this morning. I thought I was going to be a bit more chipper for this recording, and you know, I love it. But I gotta say, I'm a bit tired. I guess I didn't have the best sleep. I'm not thinking of my usual jokes, I guess. I guess the joke is really on me, because I didn't sleep properly. Okay. I'll try to be a bit more chipper for the rest of the episode. I didn't realize that I wasn't being that exciting. Alrighty, so I guess we need the bus stop. Or put the bus route through here. Oh, I guess I should probably leave that on. So I think what we'll do is we'll get this to connect up. And I can't really build anything in here because we're going to get a car factory in here. But I need to bring it into here. So I think we'll have the bus go through. We'll link up into here. And then we'll link up to this tram over here or something like that as well. And then we'll come right back. And then we'll get it to turn around in here. Okay, so let's do that. We'll get a bus stop there. Here, we'll kind of just skip a couple. It'll loop around. The bus will go over here, it'll come across the highway, go down right through here. I'll take the second exit. We're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop here. And we're gonna stop here. And this is in front of the mine or the ore facility, so we'll get that stop over there. And I guess we can get one over here. This yellow bus is the express bus for the airport, which I don't think we've gotten into yet, but we will. And then we're going to come back this way. And then we're going to tie into these stops. Okay, we'll get a stop right in there, and then right here. Okay, and then we'll just continue. There we go. So that's probably a bus stop like 45. Okay, so this is the Katy Street line. This bus stop will change with the change of that street. So there we go. Alright, and I guess we need an elementary school. I don't know if we're going to get a high school through here, but we'll go right in the middle. Let's turn anarchy on. Let's actually put it off this street. There we go. Just going to readjust. And then let's get a bit of a park. Just going to try to squeeze it in. Pretty good. And I guess we need a pedestrian crossing kind of thing. Right through here like that. Oh, I meant that to be the dirt path, so that we could then just do a simple little connection like that. It makes it look like it's all part of a plan. Okay, and then let's just take a quick peek at high school availability in this whole area. Oh, it's absolutely atrocious, isn't it? Okay, so maybe we do need a high school. It's not really conducive for a high school, is it? Oh, the funeral home's on fire. I'm thinking through here, but I think I mentioned this last time. This high school to me makes way more sense than the other high school. So I like using it a bit more. Okay, I think maybe we'll delete this road. I think that might help us out a little bit. Just try to use the asset to its best advantage. There we go, and then let's just move its spawn point. Let's just move it over here. There we go. So I'm a bit concerned that we've gone too far, to be honest, and that students are going to be like on the road, but it just makes a bit more sense to have it right about there. I don't know. I think I'll just move it back. Okay, we'll do that. And now let's just get a couple like sports stadiums in here. So I think what we'll do is we'll go for the soccer stadium. Ooh, maybe not. It's just a bit too big. Okay, how about the baseball diamond? Okay, that works. Let's just grab that. Ooh, there we go. We'll swing this down. And this will be right about there. And let's just get a couple more facilities. So we'll get... Let's just go with the basketball court, actually. Basketball court, and maybe some extra parking for the school. I think we'll just do this parking lot right through here. It's kind of like a lazy parking lot, if you will. Yeah, that works. Then we'll use the surface painter. I know the campus DLC is for universities, but they should have released an update for that you can make like high schools, because especially like American style high schools, they're massive, right? And a lot of Canadian high schools are like that too. Let's turn our guidelines off. And I think it just adds a lot to a city if you have high schools be like pretty prominent. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Then we'll look at some other facilities. So, like I said, we don't really need healthcare, but we definitely need a fire department apparently. So I think we'll keep everything off of this main road. So let's get the fire department there. It's a bit of a newer fire department. Alrighty, and we'll pave that in. And police, let's see, police coverage in this area is actually pretty good. Okay, so we don't really need a police station. Healthcare. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how that works yet. I'm gonna wait to figure it out a little bit better. But it doesn't mean we can't have a child healthcare center. So I think I'll try to push this over here as much as possible. How about we'll get it right across the street from the elementary school? Yeah, that works. And then we'll just use move it. Yeah, that's proper placement. And then let's get an elder care facility as well. And I think the elder care facility can go along the river somewhere. Let's just get rid of this. How about right here? Right in this little cul-de-sac. Whoa, sorry about that. Okay, I'll grab that and this, and then we're just gonna rotate it over. Yeah, and then you get a really nice view, right? Whoa. There we go. So we're just going to level it out farther from what it needs to be. Alrighty. And then we're just going to come over here with a bit of the smoothing tool. And there we go. It makes it seem a bit more realistic. We can also get a bit of a path right behind here. Bit of a walking path. Gorgeous. Okay, so now that we've got that in place, let's just add a bit of commercial. So I think we'll get some commercial buildings right through here. Like so, and then we'll get some more commercial right in here. I think that'll work. We'll wait for all that to pop in, and then the rest of it is seriously just going to be done like this. Oh, darn. Okay. We'll do that. I guess I should be a bit more careful around these. Okay, and then we'll go back into this. And then once this area zones up, we'll come back with some fencing. There we go. And some trees. Maybe not fencing. I don't know if this this build I want to be too detailed with. I don't think we should really have anything too close. I guess we'll take zoning off of this road. Yeah, I guess so. Then we'll get some houses right along here. And I'm just kind of choosing them a bit random. Okay, and then we'll kind of let that zone up, and then we'll come back with some trees. I don't really know if we need another park through here, but we definitely need better pedestrian connections. But I guess that's what that bus is for. So I don't really want to spend too much. Like, the city probably wouldn't spend a ton of money either on getting holy cow, words, better pedestrian connections through here. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a bedroom community, I guess. But that really helps expand the look of this little area here too. So, you know, we still got half an hour in the episode. So I think what we'll do is we'll look at getting another bit of a bedroom community out this way as well. So we have this land over here. Why don't we look at connecting up, and we'll just swing by like that, and let's turn zoning off on this road here, and this one here, now that we have this those houses on there, or the church. And then let's just fill in everything here. Whoops, I forgot to take zoning off of this one. There we go. And there we go. So we're gonna have some more houses through there. And we'll just continue this kind of vibe through here. It's just some wider streets. I think we'll kind of cut it off. Let's turn our guidelines back on. There we go. We'll just get that connection right through there. And then we'll look at turning off zoning. There we go. I think I'll turn zoning off on that road as well. And this one for now. Alrighty. And then we'll just kind of fill this in with a bit of a extremely low density suburb. Oh, we messed up a bus. That's okay. It's kind of to be expected, I guess. Alrighty, and then we'll change up the pace a little bit. Leave a bit more space for zoning. We'll come right through there. This one will curve right in. And we'll get this one to go to about here. And connect up. It's not exactly the best connection ever. There we go. Oh, holy cow. Alright, let's just do it properly, Steven. We'll go into the curved road tool. There we go, and then we'll also kind of just connect up like that. Alright, so that's really expanded residential out this way as well. I think what we can do is we can get a couple small parks throughout this little area. We can get like a dog park right through here, get another dog park, because the reason why I'm doing dog parks is that they add a ton of boost and they don't look particularly out of place. Anywhere you place them, really. Okay, and then I believe we'll need an elementary school out this way. Oh no, because this counts as elementary school. I forgot about that. Okay, and then let's just continue this district out West Riverside. Fantastic, and then what we'll do is we'll just refill the zoning in. Ooh, let's, before I get too far, let's make sure we turn zoning off on the main roads through here. There we go, and now we can. Oh, I missed another one. There we go. Probably turn it off of that road. Probably turn it off of that road too. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. And there we go. So let's get back into the zoning here. And this massive zoning kind of that we're doing is going to really support us for the rest of the episode while we'll be kind of detailing other areas. Alrighty, so just eliminate that. Yeah, very nice. So we got tons of people going through here. Let's check out this bus. I got 12 buses. It's probably too many. So let's pump it down to 10. And even then, it's probably too many. But let's take a look at the bus that goes through here. Alright, so it swings down there. I think maybe we can bring this right through here instead. And we'll get another stop right here. Alright, and I actually think we'll get a stop for that bus right there for some reason. And then there was also another spot over here which I was thinking about. Might as well get the bus to stop there. Okay, so Valley Park is filling up. It's going to take some time, especially because this probably isn't the most high valued land. If we take a look at this, yeah, you know, along the water here, it's a bit valued. West Riverside is not valued at all, which makes sense. I mean, there's not really anything there, and being close to these facilities really have low value. But you can see that's slightly green, right? There's not much else we can really do in that regard, though. Obviously, we can add a bunch of parks and stuff like that, but it's a bit unrealistic, in my opinion. So, we still have tons of demand for jobs, eh? So, I guess we really need to focus on. We really do need to focus on getting residential. So I'm glad we did those little community expansions. But let's get into here, and this beautiful park that is definitely going to see some flooding in the winters when the river surges, right? So that's where we kind of left it like this. But I think we can use some of these little features like this to really kind of add to that kind of marshland vibe. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of spam in a couple of these, and we'll focus pretty much just on this side of this pathway here, especially in these little grooves here. So we'll start with this one, and then we'll move on to this one. And just by clicking them in randomly, like this, you're kind of creating that randomization that nature does with things like this. So if you're zooming in, it looks a bit more like it has those kind of marshy vibes, you know? Alrighty, and then let's go on to this one. Fantastic. And let's move on to, say, this one. I don't think we did this one yet. Yeah, especially with this sand color, we should definitely really focus on covering that up with this kind of thing. Together with the dark green vegetation and the sand, it kind of makes it seem a bit kind of like the vibe we're going for. Okay, so we're just focusing on this part now, and then we'll move on to the other side. Alrighty, so let's go into the rocks tab, and we can just get a couple of these maybe in here. This will help with the look along the shoreline. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't want to spend too much time just kind of fiddling around with stuff. I'm not the best detailer in the world. Okay, and then we'll come back with our forest brush, and we'll turn the strength down and the size down. Okay, no, those aren't exactly what I was hoping for, so I think what we'll do instead is we'll just start a new brush. And I think I just want some of the lower, large bush, for example, small bush. Yeah, I think this will give us kind of the vibe I'm looking for really quickly, you know. That's pretty good. I really like how this looks, so I think what we'll do is we'll extend the kind of randomization of this stuff. So, you know, just spam clicking in. I'm sure like tons of birds would probably be living in these bushes and in these trees. I think we'll get a couple of these bigger trees out in here too, because they would probably exist, the bigger trees. Wood Garden is a 5-star park. I mean, it's gotta at least have the supporting, like the supporting features in its park, right? Okay, and then let's get a couple of these bigger trees. Probably particularly closer to here. Got a couple random big ones through here. And there we go. a bit more of marsh kind of land, like a bird's paradise in a way. Yeah, so let's take our new forest brush and let's switch it back to Ontario. And then I just want to kind of turn the strength up again. And we'll just follow along the shoreline here. There we go. Right through here. That's a bit too close to the water. What we're looking for is just kind of a blending of the land. It's a bit too close over there and over here. Same right along there. But yeah, now even just looking at it from the distance, it's a lot nicer, right? So there we go. Let's actually look at de-zoning some things out this way. We'll take off all of that and all of this, and then we'll wait, because I think what we did is we overcommitted to a lot of industry that we couldn't really support. And I know last episode I was talking about doing trains, and I kind of bailed on that idea because I wanted to wait until we got another suburb in place, because otherwise we'd have to be doing things twice, and I'd be pre-planning things that would take way too long. And like just wouldn't make sense right away. So we're gonna get a train station in here, but I want to get another suburb somewhere, and I want to build that at the same time. Otherwise, I need to build it now, and then it's just kind of a train in the middle of nowhere, and I don't really want to spoil anything with that either, right? So let's work on this little area here. This is a bit of an open space, and I think we should look at filling it in. So this is kind of like a residential paradise dream, but I think maybe we can add a couple sports stadiums and stuff like that. So we have a soccer field over here. Could just add 2. I'm gonna change things up a little bit, but then it kind of takes away a lot of the vibe, though. Yeah, let's get a baseball stadium. This is like the school's baseball stadium, I guess. And I think what we'll do is we'll bring it to about here, and then we'll get this hockey rink. I'm going to place it a bit more in to the park, into the school. And then what we'll do is, whoa, I'm just going to grab this this road here. We're going to bring it to about here and then down. Fantastic. And this way, you know, cars can come and drop their kids off through here, but there's no parking. Oh, you know what we could do actually is we can make it a one-way, and we could actually leave parking on it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's just go into the surface painter. And let's just, you know, fill in some cracks through here. There we go, that's pretty clean. Then we'll just take these off. And then with this, we can add in some more cool supporting features like a basketball stadium in here. And then I do have a feature that I've been looking to add for quite some time, but I haven't really found the place. I was wondering if maybe this could fit in here now. It's a bit too big. Okay, that's okay. The tennis club is a cool asset from the workshop. Just never really find a proper place for it. It's a bit tricky, but I thought it might have worked there, but that's okay. Alright, so now let's go to the zoning tool here. Here it is. We're going to take zoning off of that road, so now we have some clean zoning potential, and what we'll do is we'll just get some high density right through here. We'll take it to about there, And I think what I'll do is I'll take it off of that. And we're just gonna get a pathway right through here connecting it. So let me know if you've gotten to this point in the episode without stopping. It's pretty impressive. And you're just gonna get a kudos from me. Thank you, I appreciate it. I really appreciate all the support on the channel, to be honest. It's been a lot of fun. There's been lots of times where I've thought about stopping for a little while at least. But this game just keeps bringing me back. It's such an amazing game. No, I don't really have plans on stopping anytime soon. But it does take up a lot of my weekends. And now that in Canada it's getting back to normal finally, a lot of my weekends I kind of want to spend catching up with some friends again. And if I don't spend my weekends doing this, then my weeks really kind of get bogged down with recording. And it's not that I don't love recording, because I do, but recording after work sometimes my brain is just fried, and it's tough to be funny. And I mean, like, today I'm not the most energetic I've ever been, but it's a bit easier to do it on weekends normally. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll get some commercial assets right alongside here. I'm gonna pause the game. Oh, no, I'll just let it run. It's okay. And right through here, right across from Mohawk Street, we'll get a nice connection, and then we'll also get. Oh no, it's okay. We won't do it there, but I'll get a pedestrian crossing here. So we'll add in a node. There we go. Crossing. Fantastic. And then I'm just going to take off there. And I think what we'll do is, yeah, we'll get some high density residential through here. Yeah, that works. And we'll just go with the basic path. Just like so. Alrighty. And we'll have to fill in the majority of this with concrete, to be honest. So we might need to change this path from being a tree line path to not. Alrighty. So what we can do is we can add a couple park assets through here. That's not what I was looking for. Could add like the plaza. Oh, it's a bit too big. Okay. We could add a little cafe through here. A little tram cafe. It's pretty cool. And we can get a restroom for the tram over this way as well. And how about we just add in some picnic tables through it here? People can sit and wait for their trams. Perfect. Gotta love Pancake House. Yeah, this area is looking a bit nicer. We got a bit of a traffic jam through here. This is going to be something that I'll be working on in a future traffic video. But it's just mainly just the lane switching, honestly. It's freaking lane switching. But we might have to elevate this whole highway through here, or do some other things with traffic. But like, we might have to make this a bit of a roundabout and cut off some land here. But I don't really want to make it this a roundabout. We might make this one a roundabout. I don't know if we'll mind that one. But we're definitely going to have to leave this area open. So we'll just get some trees throughout here to fill in the space for now. All right. So that'll really help blend this area together. There's also this, which I'm thinking of just kind of doing a really simple residential area through here. So what we'll do is we'll just take our basic road, and what I'll do is I'll get a nice little connection up. Oop, we should probably have guidelines on. A nice connection to about here. Yeah, then we'll connect up like that. And like that. Perfect. Alrighty, and then we'll just get this to fill up completely. And we're going to have to delete, oh, come on, delete this little fence here. And we're gonna get this pedestrian pathway right through, like this. There we go, and I think I just need to drag it down. And hopefully nothing zones over top of that, but we'll just do that just to make sure. And I believe we made this a crossing last time, but I'll just make sure, check, yeah we did, okay. So then I'm just gonna grab the fence and we're going to bring it right back to here and move it as well. So we're just gonna click twice so we don't make that same fatal error we did earlier. All right, so we're gonna get some nice clean residential zoning through there, and then we'll get some commercial zoning to about here. Then I wanna get some offices right through here. And here, I guess. So we should make this whole block office. And then we'll get some more residential right through here. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll eliminate something through right there. And let's grab a plaza. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. And what I'll do is I'll just get guidelines off. Just gonna go slightly to the right of the square. There we go. And then if we just do this on both sides of it, I'll really fill it in without the surface painter. And yeah, it'll also help boost the little area up as well. And now this whole area is going to seem a lot more filled in. And now we've kind of left the space perfect for a future development episode as well. Alrighty. Do I want to get a condo out this way? I believe we have the high-rise band over here, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool with me. Let's get another thing right through there, and then we'll get our forest brush and fill in the rest. Okay, well, I think we'll just kind of go through here with our forest brush and make sure prop and tree anarchy is off when you do this. But I think we'll just kind of fill in throughout here. Oh, that's a great building. I love this building. It's extreme. It looks a lot like apartments in Ontario. I'm sure lots of places, but particularly in Ontario, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Alrighty. So we have this interchange, which has been here for a little while. Some great pedestrian connection across the interchange. Could definitely be better, though. Let's see, because people would have to walk. Can we walk underneath that? Yeah, right now people walk down, and then they connect up over here. They want to get across. Okay, that's not too bad. We have another connection right through here. We don't really have a connection that goes across. I mean, we do. It's just on the either side of the highway. That's why clover leaves are a bit crappy, I guess. They really cut off a lot in the area, but I've been kind of debating whether or not I wanted to put trees throughout here, but I think we will. I think we'll do this right along here too. Finally. So we're really using the forest brush tool to a good extent. And what this is kind of doing is it's kind of creating like a natural sound barrier to the city. So we're coming into the city. Yeah, it's nice. We have this Lower Seacourt Bridge as well. Okay, well, we're actually coming up to the end of the episode, and we didn't get nearly as much city detailing done as I was expecting. Just kind of did a city review and some residential building. No one's really moving in over here, so we might need to boost the look of the area. So I think what I'll do is right through the middle here, we'll get a elementary school. And do we need a fire station out this way? Yeah, we'll get a fire station. Well, that's police. Yeah, we'll get a fire station right here. Oh, that's probably why. Holy cow, water. Okay, well, hopefully now people will want to move in. There's a school out this way. Maybe we can get our little cheating library as well. And we can put this right there. Okay, fantastic. We have a bus stop. I mean, it seems like everything should be a-okay. And how about we get a post office out this way as well? We'll get the post office right beside the fire station. I love the post office asset in this game. I always forget about it too, which is a bit annoying because it's very cool. There we go. Let's see if we can get a bit of a commercial building right there. Yeah, we can. Nice. Okay, and then why don't we just try to get a little bit of a playground through here then for the kids. It'd be great if we could turn that. If we can place it down here, and then we can just turn it like this. How about we do it the other way? And then what we'll do is we'll just get a road connection through here instead. So it fills up the whole space so well. All right, and then we're just going to delete any extra trees and any zoning through here as well. Okay, and let's just add a bit of a parking lot right there, and we're good. Okay, so we built a bit of a school through here. Hopefully that encourages people to move out here. We got a shop, we have a library, we actually have water out this way now. And we're still having some people issues out over here. So I know that it's gonna be a bit difficult, seeing as this is gonna be the car factory, but maybe what we'll do is we'll reconnect this in a different way, and we'll get a bridge over top of the rail. And we'll look at connecting in over here, because right now the rail has kind of really been, rail is really hindering our access through here, but we could also get a potential connection through here if we raise this a little bit, but that'll come with a future episode. Why don't we look at doing this actually? All right, so we'll just kind of pre-plan a little bit. Let's figure this out. So we need to go into this one here. We'll bring it. Oh, guidelines on. To about here, then we'll go elevated, and we'll bring it to there, and then here, and down like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to grab these two nodes. Let's make sure we didn't click anything before. We're just going to raise it up to about here. Perfect. And then we'll figure out the height momentarily. Okay, ground level. And we're going to curve in about here, like that. And we're going to use the network multi-tool. And we're going to go height down to here. 6%, that's a bit high, a bit steep, but totally doable. And we're just going to connect this down like that. And I think what we did is we went a couple nodes, so we'll just do that. 4.6%, it's not too shabby. Perhaps what I'll do is we'll redo this actually from here to here. No? Okay, so I guess what we'll do is just raise this up ever so slightly, and then we'll redo this all together. 5%, that's pretty good. I'll go from here to here, 2.5. It's not too bad. Go over top of that, and then there we go. Then we can also have a stronger connection through here into what's going to be the train yard here. And then really quickly, to end off the episode, we'll just make a bit of an asymmetrical system. Just like that. And we'll just use the node controller to stretch that node. And then the traffic managing tool to eliminate that. So yeah, I hope you liked today's episode, folks. 100 minutes of gameplay for episode 100. We did a city review. We detailed a park. We added some residential over here, residential over here. Oh, look at this. It's all filled in now. Nice. That means we can come through here now and fill in the rest with some trees. Fantastic. It's great to see. So we'll just do this really quickly. Yeah, so we got a lot done, to be honest. A lot of smaller things that probably couldn't be in full episodes, which is honestly a bit of a struggle trying to squeeze all these things in episodes, because you don't want to just make boring episodes. Like, I was really worried about the medium density episodes last week, that they weren't going to do well, but they actually seem to do pretty well. Oh, no one's moved out here yet, but there's a soy and lentil shop, so now you have to move out here. So I guess we'll just wait. This will kind of just be like our backup building area, but we did that. Pretty sure that's pretty much it. We detailed this park. So I guess lots of residential zoning city review, episode 100. You know the title of the episode. I don't, but have a wonderful day, everyone. And let's just take a screenshot of the city for the thumbnail. Zoom in a bit more so we don't get so much fallow land. Have a wonderful day, folks. Talk to you soon. Peace out.